Pine tree trader in the building. We talking price action, we talking freedom. From the charts to the screen, we live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle. Market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, tell the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Yeah. Pine tree trader in the building. We talking price action, we talking freedom. From the charts to the screen, we live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle. Market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, tell the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Patience is the virtue, waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick, I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the pine tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move. Take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list. Apex Trader 5, the profits exist. Hosted on the TV, funded futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Trader 5 flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, funded futures TV. Showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trading my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine tree trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. Inside bar hold, outside bar go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah, daily payouts, funded futures TV. Shout out Apex, shout out Trader 5. Keep it lucid, we out.
Yo, what's up, what's up? What's up, what's up? What's going on? Maritime Trader in the house. Mahmoud. What's going on? James. Tony Gold. Mahmood. JLB in the house. James Pooley. Lay. What's going on? Had a good weekend. Thank you. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Russell Singh. It's Mo, bro. Gab down, you thinking? Possible. Possible. I'm gonna take some payouts. Some payouts. This is from Friday. So made 279 across the 3 trade day fundeds on Friday. So good day. So we'll take that. Boom. And then another one. So I've been on a hot streak with these trade day accounts. We'll see if we can keep it going this week. If I suspect if I keep it going, then I'm gonna end up going live. But you guys know me. I trade them pretty aggressively. So if I end up blowing them, then all right. So that's all 3 requested. So we'll take that. Right around 600 something bucks, $700 after the commissions. Probably right around 600. Hope you guys had a good Friday. Son of Wall Street, Yo Jim in the house. Denise, Sherry, Beanstalk, Turdy Turd Boy, Linda, JLD 54, what's going on? Yeah, you think a big gap down? Yep, probably. Smash the like button. Thank you guys so much for that. What's up, D? Digital Nukes. Tony Gold, I'm getting funded this week. Let's go. Yo, Real Robot in the house. NQ Dark Load. Got payout on Thursday on 50K Rapid. Blew it on Friday. That sucks, NQ, but, you know, SVJ, a little post-payout degeneracy happens to the best of us. I mean, I was getting those payouts consistently with the My Funded Futures Rapid account and then ended up blowing it. So, you know, this is why I'm not a live trader. I'm a prop trader. Because I'm not great at finding that consistency, you know. The most I've kept an account around was maybe 2-3 months. I ended up getting 4 payouts consecutively on it, and then ended up blowing the account. So Matthew wins. Let's go. Let's get this, yeah, green week. Hopefully we'll get some nice market volatility. This is why I'm here on Sunday nights, because it's been pretty decent. Moto Timo in the house. What is up? Lost in oodles and noodles for Pine. Sean MC. Yeah. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I did. It was good. Today I went to lunch with the family, so went to lunch. It was nice. How do I make sure everything's on the front month of the platform? I usually just do roll forward or roll backwards. So when his contract changes, I just do the roll forward. But it's right now with NQ, it's NQM. That's what I'm trading. NQM, ES is ESM, YM is YMM. So that's how I do it. But yeah, it's just right here. Just roll forward, roll backwards. Michelle G in the house. Tech reviews. Who thinks oil is going to spike? I think so. Probably a spike in oil, drop in Nasdaq. But who knows? I love Sunday's Russell Singh. It seems to be pretty good. Digital Nukes, what's up? Trader's Nest, Adam Daz. Let's go. Moses. Spaces. Johnny Buys Land. 44 likes, 102 watching. They're rolling in. Let's go. Got about 5 minutes before the market takes off here. How big's the gap? I don't know. I never know exactly how that works or how to find it early. I know some people know how to do that, but I never know. How do you guys find that out? What do you guys look at to know? We falling through the floor tonight? Who knows? I mean, the market, really, I keep saying who knows, but like, the market is so bullish. So to get some bit of a pullback is definitely probably in order. If you look at the hourly chart, the daily, everything is just so parabolic. The hourly is just insane. It's straight up. You know, it's crazy. The daily, the same thing. That is quite the daily run. So, if we get a pullback, definitely no surprise. I think it's on the tape. 2676 gap down. Yeah, that'll be a nice gap. About 100 points. We'll take that. 4 minutes until the mayhem. Yeah, ask my dog. Yeah. Good evening, Wild Boar. Sitting at 666. Whoa. Going short. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for an inside bar on a 2-minute or an outside bar or something like that. Swing around this eval. I'll probably be trading the minis though. Getting up there. I'm up 5,000 on this eval. It's 150K. Take profit trader. Still my favorite daily payout account, by the way. I'll just put that out there. You just look at the bid and ask. Yeah, it is true. I'm seeing the ask here. The ask down here is 6. I never actually looked at that pre-market. Thanks for that. 26,600 right there. 26,570. Yeah, that's funny. I never thought to look at that. Been staring at these charts since 2021, and I've never looked at that. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, digital nukes. Yeah, I mean, I just bar to bar trader here. I bullshit the chart analysis, you know, for entertainment, but really I'm just looking for bar to bar. Y'all going short? I don't know. Bear trader in the house. Sinister. Kylie Kaufman. 2-minute warning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see something here. Celtics win today? Yeah, Celtics won today. Nice. One minute left. Coach Fred, what's up? Not sure if it's going to fill the gap. There's always a gap downs, but it's different. We're at all-time highs. Yeah. Yep, I agree. Let me see. Let me get rid of this here. Ooh. Yeah, should be some fireworks here. All right, guys. Good luck tonight. Let's do it. Let's start off a good week. Autumn 9, Adam Daz, Turg. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, gap right down to 26,600. All kinds of fair value gaps down here on the 5-minute to bounce off from. Getting a bounce off one right now. Down about 260 points. Let's try a few of the. Let's try a few scalps off these pine lines. Just for the fun of it. Look for a little 10-point scalps, maybe. Off these 5-minute fair value gap lines. All right, smack there and out for 200. Just like that, that quick. Smacked for 200 bucks. Try the next line down there, maybe 20 the 20s. Let's try it again. So that was a quick 10. I'm going to try maybe down at this line here if we push down to that 22. Still bouncing off this level here. Just bounced 30 points. This is that Vinay fair value gap line. I really would like to try to get this account passed today. Or this week. It is possible to get it passed today. If I would have full ported that, I literally wouldn't even have took any. I didn't take any drawdown whatsoever. I could have went in 15 contracts with that, and just. But, oh well, it's in hindsight now. But good luck, everyone. Good luck this week. Right? Let's have a good week. Got feeling bearish or bullish? I think maybe spike up then drop. Yeah. I mean, well, right now we got the drop, the gap down, but now does the bulls hold? And right now we just bounced off that 535. Are we gonna fill the gap? Doubtful. Right this second, but so over 200 point gap, open gap. Amazing. We love it. Let's watch the 2 minute here. I'm gonna look for the outside bars. Look for those outside bars. Look at what again? You missed what I never said. I never thought of. Oh, pre-market, looking at the bid and the ask to see if there's a gap down or a spread, and the ask it showed the gap down. I never thought about looking at that. I don't know why. Done for the night, $600. Let's go. That's the best trades, right? If I pass this, will they activate this? Take Profit Trader? No. No, Take Profit Trader doesn't have any of the instant activations, unfortunately. No, they didn't have any. But they still, with that being said, you take, as far as like having 5 accounts and being able to take them to Pro Plus and getting daily payouts on them, and I still think that they're the best because you don't need a minimum payout either to put it in your virtual wallet. So you could literally you could have 5 accounts, make $25 a piece, and withdraw $25 basically and put it in your virtual wallet times 5, and you can do that every day if you wanted to. Where the other companies, you got to get them up to $250, $500. My Funded Futures is $500 minimum, which is tough when you're trading a 25K account, trying to get those daily payouts. Because usually when you take it, you only have $1,000 left in drawdown. 2K profit short and then long on the eval. Let's go, Coach Fred. Almost passed probably on a 50K. Will he activate those right away on Sunday night? Oh yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Jarfit, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're on the Focus Trader program? Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised they let you go that much, 40 accounts. Followed by you getting 5 payouts? Yeah. Oh, really? You can't use the no consistency now? That's weird. TPT is the best. I agree, Ken. I mean, I still like the fact that a lot of these prop firms are coming out with their own daily payout stuff. And, like you just saw me take 3 trade day payouts, and I've gotten, man, I have been just slaying trade day. Every single day last week, I got a trade day payout. And I think they're great. But I like Take Profit Trader just slightly more. But the end of day trade day account is the cat's ass once you get for like getting over the buffer on day one. Having an end of day account is the way to go. Because I've blown so many accounts, like trying to have an intraday account, getting it over the buffer on day one. It's insane, But an end of day account, you can really push it to get it over that buffer. And so the trade day accounts, I love it for that. Okay, inside bar in the 2 minutes. Take a look at the 5 here. Gonna have an inside bar on this 5 as well. What a bounce off that Vinay fair value gap line, the pine line here, all the way from this outside bar, which is hilarious. So this outside bar at 7:15 a.m. on 4/17 is where it decided to bounce. So Came right down and bounced, ripped right off it. If anyone's interested in this indicator, you can just wire me $100 to my PayPal and I'll send it to you. No, it's actually in the community indicators for free. It's the Finet fair value gap on Tradeovate. And yeah, I've been using it, especially on the 5-minute chart. This is where I like it. So with it gold or Nasdaq, I've been liking it on that 5. So if you can put it to another level that's interesting, like maybe a whole level like this 500 would be maybe a nice spot to try. Things like that. Maybe an 80-20 for the 80-20 gang, or this, or maybe just like a point of resistance or support to just for extra confluence. But it does work pretty good. I just scalped off it, made $200. Now in hindsight, I wish I would have just jumped in with 10 minis, and then I would have been done with this account, and we would have started another take profit trader account and try to work on getting 5 of those bad boys again. So, and I can tell you, I can be fully honest with you guys right now. I'll be fully transparent. I love daily payout accounts so much that I don't even want to trade any other accounts. This is like an issue last week. I was like, ugh. It's like, as long as I have daily payout accounts over the buffer, it's like, it's so sweet. Because if you have one good day when you're over the buffer, and knowing that you can just take that money out and restart the next day, it's so sweet. Because with other accounts, and I'm not saying they're bad, but you know, when you have to trade in 5, 6, 7, 8 days on prop account, sometimes longer on the funded account, you know, you got to have 5, 6, 7, 8 days of consecutive good days. Where a daily payout account's like, really, you're just gonna have one good day, and you can manage to get a nice payout, pay yourself back at least for the accounts and everything. So I was asking about Lucid, actually, Kelly Kaufman. Oh, sorry. Last little. Oh, nice, Kelly. $200 for 5. Yeah, Lucid. Yeah, Lucid is. Oh, so you were asking about the activation. Yeah, Lucid is instant activation as well. Usually about 5 minutes after you pass an account, you'll be able to pass. So yeah, Lucid, My Funded Futures, you can do that. Tradeify, you can do that now. And also, all 3 of those have essentially instant payouts too. So that's the nice thing about Tradeify, My Funded Futures, and Lucid. And please use code PINE if you're picking up any of those accounts. Thank you. No, but it's the truth. Like, they all have those instant payouts. You guys see me troll Michael Patak today on X? It got like 9,000 impressions. He was bragging that Top Step had got fast payouts, and it was like 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, that's fast, but that's not My Funded Futures fast, where it's literally sub-seconds. You know? Is Trade Day 1 live account? No, my Trade Day... Yeah, my trade days are not live yet. The 3 that I... Oh, is Trade Day 1 live account? Yes. That's the other thing that I like. That's why I like Take Profit Trader better, Meta Risk, because when Trade Day puts you in a live, they're going to put you in 1 account. So... Well, I wouldn't call it instant, Jarf. It's not instant. Because 20 minutes is not instant. My Funded Futures is instant payouts. So that's what I wrote here. See, Patak wrote, he showed this and he was like, instant payouts, 457 to 415. I'm like, that's not instant. And then I showed this, which was mine. And I'm like, there's fast, and then there's Usain Bolt fast at My Funded Futures. That's instant. Sub-seconds. 549.29, 549.31 already in the bank. So that's why I wrote it. Because F Top Step. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're good company. I'm just joking. Keep jabbing. Yeah. No, it was just fun. It was just a fun tweet. Oh, instant activation. Yeah. Yeah, instant activation's great too. But yeah, it kind of went semi-viral, which was just funny. I was just joking. I was just joking. I like them. I still trade with them sometimes. I haven't in a while. I haven't this year though. They were my first prop firm, so. Are you using a new 2-minute strategy now, Wolf? Yeah, I will. I'm still trading, everything. But yeah, the 2-minute outside bars, I've been loving them. I've been trading them during the New York session. I've been trading them live while I stream for My Funded Futures TV. So that 2-minute, I just wanted to make a video about it because I hadn't really talked about it, but like just taking those 2-minute outside bar scalps like this, little breaks off those 2-minute bars here. This one wasn't that good. This is that afternoon Friday chop, so I wouldn't even been trading this crap. But yeah, they work pretty well. You can catch some nice moves. So yeah. Shots fired, yo Jim. Yeah. Bang bang. What is this, please? Indulge us. The 2-minute outside bar. It's very simple. I made a video about it. You want to check out my long form. It's very simple though. It's too simple. You basically just take the break, right? So in this case, you put it in an outside bar, and as soon as it breaks to one side or the other, you go with that side. So in this case, you would have went short. So you would have sold here, went short, and stop goes above. Now, how much you're looking for, that's a little more discretionary. I've never done any back testing or anything on it, but I'll just tell you that I've been trading it right now. And I've been looking for one of these setups and trying to make like 250, 200 bucks, 250 bucks, 300 bucks. Sometimes I'll take a few of them. The other day I took, I think 2 or 3 of them and ended up making like $600 on the day on just daily payout accounts. So whatever I need, like trade day, it's a minimum of $250 payout every day. So I do that. But I can tell you right now, like if I had take profit trader accounts, if I had 5 of them, I'd probably size down the micros, and then I would just copy trade all 5 and then look for like 100, 200 bucks a day. And then just take the 500 bucks. Because that's the power of multiplying the props. So if you have 5 accounts, you just make $100 a day once they're already over the buffer, and then bang, it's 500 bucks a day. It used to be $200 a day kept the day job away. Now I feel like it's $500 a day keeps the day job away, right? Because inflation. That's why inflation. I take the family out to dinner today. It cost me our lunch. Went to a nice place though, but it was like $300-400 bucks. Nuts. But you gotta treat yourself every once in a while, right? This is gold to US. This is gold to US dollar. Take a look at gold here. Yeah, gold pushing up here off that inside bar. Looking a little interesting. Gold futures here. You can go to the mini. Oops. Wrong contract. Someone asked how you know if you're in the right or wrong contract. This is when you know you're on the wrong contract right here. No chart. right, let's take a look at Nasdaq here. All right, look at the little baby scalp I took in hindsight now looking at this chart. 10 points and this is looking, even though it overall bearish, right, drop, this is looking a little maybe bull flaggish, but we'll see. Let's take a look at this 5 here. We did break to the upside off that inside bar. Not sure if I trust it. Gold, I'm really thinking about trying to take a little long here, but let me look down here. No gaps. Plenty of gaps up here, but none down below. Micros play, yeah. Yeah, micros are very smart right now. I like I said, I'm just gonna try to be really aggressive on this account. I wanna see if I can get it past. No rush, but I want some take profit traders accounts. I have 3 funded trade day accounts right now, and that is it. So I know it's a matter of time before I cook those accounts. So I really want to see if I can get some more past, and I still want to get, so after I cooked all those Apex accounts after last week, after passing them, and then I cooked them in 2 days, I sort of like just took a break from Apex right now. I just felt like, I don't know, I just had so much going on the outside of streaming that I was like, I just don't want to trade all those accounts right now. So I just been focusing on those daily payout accounts. And then, of course, my funded futures rapid, I got a bunch of those payouts last week too. And then, so I've been focusing on those mainly because of the my funded futures stream. But I want to pick up some of those more Apex accounts and try to get those passed as well. And I think I have 2 more days for the Apex 90% off sale. So if I can get some cheap evals at like 25, 30 bucks, and I'll try to pass a bunch of them in one day. So I'll just try to pass a bunch of them in one day, and then get my group of, you know, hopefully between 10 and 20 Apex accounts, depending on how I feel, and then slowly trade those ones with the micros and try to build those back up and get another big payout maybe a little bit later this summer. That's the goal in my head, because I know it's a matter of time where if I only have one or a few trade day accounts or a few funded accounts, that I'll just end up cooking them, and then it'll be a bad day where I'm just having to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. So I need to build up some more funded accounts. So, but if I get like a nice payday with trade day tomorrow, I might just buy some like straight to funded Tradeify accounts or some straight to funded Lucid accounts, 25Ks, and then just copy trade those together. So we'll see. What size do I use on that strat? Well, it varies, but minis most of the time, except during the New York Open, little Joe. So during the New York Open, I'm finding myself trading the micros, like 3 micros, and then I'll add in a little bit. So I'll add 2, 3, 4 micros to that during the New York Open, and I'm talking like as soon as the market opens, if I see any outside bars. But if it's a little bit slower, like in the Asian session, usually after I get off stream, I'll just jump in with a mini. As long as I can risk like 200, 250, something like that, I'm okay with that. But if I start risking like the whole account or 1,000, 1,200, then that's no bueno. No bueno. This trade day minimum 250 to withdraw. Yeah, tech review. Yep, 250s minimum, which isn't terrible. It's not terrible. Fine, if you purchase more than one Lucid account, does it automatically copy trade, or do you need to copy trade software? So you can use copy trader software, or you can, if you're on Tradeivate, you can just copy trade with Tradeivate. You just do it with the groups. If I had more than one account, I'd show you, but Is my funded futures rapid plan the daily payout account type stuff? Yeah, the rapid and the new builder account. But there is some differences. Marsalian. So you want to make sure that you just read over the rules real quick before, because there is some key differences. But the rapid and the builder are both very similar. They both kind of have daily payout accounts. Now the builder account is a payout every 48 hours. So it's not really like a daily payout account, but it's pretty close. Dida in the house. How was your weekend? It was good. What's the max payout you can get on Lucid accounts? Those Apex payouts left a great taste. Hey, yeah, they did. Yeah, like Coach Fred is saying, you know, I got over 50,000 in Apex payouts this year so far, and yeah, I mean, it's all from copy trading. And you just string, if you just manage to string together like 8 to 10 days while copy trading, then yeah, you can get a pretty nice payout. The max payout on Lucids. On, let's see, which account? I'm gonna look at the one that's more like the, I guess the flex, right? Flex. Payouts. Yeah, up to 2,000 on 50K. On the flex. You guys already answered. See, I don't even need to look. You guys are just pros. See, I always know, but like I'm always like I want to double check. I don't want to tell you the wrong answer, so I always just look. I don't trust myself. Hey, TJP in the house. Yeah, the builder, you can only have one account. Caveman, yeah. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna change that, but they might. Oh, Mark Alien. All right. Mark Alien. Let's go. Build out 50% consistency. How's it daily? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I guess it's not daily. Technically, at land down under, yeah. So so NQ Diaries, I agree with you. 1 builder, 5 rapids. I mean, besides the 1 day to pass, I guess it's the end of day that people like on the builder. Maybe like if you wanted to mix it up, you like have like 1 builder account, 4 rapids. That would be pretty sweet. And then try to like get that end of day or take advantage of the end of day account. But it does have that 50% consistency, so you know, I don't think it's a bad account. I guess I probably will just buy rapids because I don't know, intraday doesn't bother me much. No outside bars here. I'm just watching here. We did have that inside bar on the 5-minute. It broke to the upside and it's just chilling. That's a wide stop. These candles are bigger than you think. That's what she said. 631.75. That's a pretty Pretty wide candle here. Kind of want to go long. It's alright. We've taken one trade so far. We'll look for another trade. Something I really like. Right now, it's consolidating inside this first 5-minute candle. So hopefully it doesn't do this. So during Globex, you'll see this a lot where you'll get a big gap down and then it won't do anything till maybe Tokyo hour or at bottom of the hour or top of the hour. It'll just consolidate, but maybe it'll move before the Tokyo. It just looks like it's trying to break, kind of repair some of this area. Let's see if there's any single prints or zero prints here. It's not really to the downside. Bunch to the upside. I don't know. I'm just gonna like try along here. Spinner plays a pretty wide stop down below that 600. Already up 200 bucks. Might even add into it. We did break this outside bar a while back. And I'm gonna look for some of these zero prints right up in here. 652s. Not gonna look for a gap fill or anything yet. I don't think that'll happen, but maybe at least a little bit of repairness at that 650s. Stop below that inside bar, I mean. And I might even add into it. I've only got 2 accounts right now, 25K top 1 funded and 150K top 1. Plan is to get payouts from 25, add another Lucid or Tradeify, repeat till I have 5 and then move on. Nice, Cali, St. Louis fan. Yeah, I like that idea. I haven't traded with top 1 for a while. Back when they had that really good deal and they had Project X, that's when I traded with them. I'm gonna add into this. I have 3 payouts on Lucid, don't use them much. Nice, Jarf. 25 days, trading rapid 50K, no payout yet. Oh, wow, Digital Nukes. Congratulations for keeping that account that long, though. Just trading it small, grinding, hopefully. Grinding higher. Nice work. I think that's an accomplishment. If you're just able, that's showing really good discipline. Just being able to keep a 25K or 50K rapid around that long. Even 25K, because the reality is that there's no, I mean, we know there's no time limit to get that payout. Heard anything about next level fund? No, I haven't, Mark Alien. No. Next level funded? No. There's a new one popping up every week. It's crazy. There's so many new ones. They approach me all the time, and I have a, I tell them that if they want me to talk about them, then they're gonna have to pay me. That's what I tell them now. Pay me a lot. Like every day I get these emails from these new prop firms and I'm like, who the heck is this? They're like, oh, we want to talk to you. We want to talk to you. And I'm like, well, I don't want a code. Like, just pay me. Big bucks. No, I just, you know, I'm still dealing with that fast track trading stuff. So I'm just a little cautious right now. I'm very, very lucky right now. I'm very fortunate. I don't take this crap for granted, you know. Knowing that I'm affiliated with the top prop firms is amazing, and considering you know, I mean, you've seen it where they've dropped a lot of affiliates and stuff, and yet they've kept me around is absolutely a blessing. All right, up 300 on this trade here. I'm going to try to get, oof. I was going to try to get out of one. I trailed. And trail out of one here. Trying to trail out of one. There we go. Trailing out of one here. Maybe we catch a little runner to the upside. Still just chopping around in this 5-minute ORB. First 5-minute candle. Looking for this up here, this 552. Maybe get up to that 650s if we're lucky. 56. I mean, get all these zero prints. Who else we got in the chat? Sorry guys, I've been trading here. Trying to get this take profit trader account passed. That'd be a nice thing. Sundays just picked up an account, My Funded Futures, with my code Pine. Thank you so much. Pine, did the trade day take 5 days to pass the eval? Yes, and it's 40% consistency, but you can flip. But you can really only flip for 2 days. Dividends for keep. So it is a difficult eval to pass, especially the 150Ks. But trade day Pine with a capital P, if anyone's trading with trade day. But once you get those end of day accounts or the static accounts, they are sweet. With trade day, I don't even bother with the intraday trailing accounts. I just pay up a little more, get the end of day accounts myself personally. If I'm going to trade intraday trailing, I'm just, you know, I'll just trade the My Funded Futures Rapids or Take Profit Trader accounts. So with trade day, it's like that special treat. Tradeify also has end of day daily payout accounts as well with that flex or the select plans. I think people forget about those. The Tradeify select plans are pretty sweet. Those are also end of day. But trade day is definitely a good one to throw in your prop firm basket. And they've been paying out great. And they send me merch. So anyone that sends me free merch, I'll promote you. I want my whole wardrobe free merch. I don't want to ever have to buy clothes again. Get a split it. That's my addition to these. My little personal coffee at the mall. Micro 2 3. Yeah, I like that, Kelly. So I'm behind in the chat again. I get so far behind. I like Lucid when they have 40% off. Yeah, Lucid's great, Jarf. I mean, they really are. They've just been awesome. Music is banging tonight. Thanks. I can't even hear it. I forgot to get I was going to pick up a speaker today, and I totally forgot. I went to the old Walmart, and I totally forgot. I didn't put it on my list. So when you start getting older, if you don't make a list, then forget about it. As soon as I walk in there, I go blank. I'm like, what did I even come here for? Holding the VWAP, looking good for longs. Yeah, we're looking good right now. I'm going to look for this zero print. 652. Hey, Arizona Trades. Thank you so much for the membership. Appreciate that. All right, getting that push back up here. 646. I got in on the open after the bottom. Oh, let's go, JR. JJR. Yeah, I'm long, it sees. Yeah, I'm long. 44 the Punisher in the house. May get caught up in the chat, guys. Sorry. Bear Trader, Teddy the Trader. You're shorting the market. Good luck. I'm long. Thanks up to 2200. Nice, Digital Nukes. Doing great. Keep it up. Try and set up my computer. I've been trading on my phone since I moved. Oh, nice, Arizona Trades. Yeah, I was doing a lot of resetting up last week. Hey, Eric Lake, what's up? Hope you had a good weekend. JJR, what's up? Sergio, how was the beer testing? It was good. Yeah, I had a few earlier today, but I'm sober right now. I had 2 with the family for lunch. It makes me sleepy though. That beer testing makes me sleepy. And it was just a miserable day here in Maine, weather-wise, unless you're a frog. It's like 40, I think it's 42 degrees out and just raining, and it's gross. Beautiful weekend though, sunshine. Friday and Saturday, the sun was shining most of the day, so I was able to get outside and get some sun. Hey, Izzy Lizzy, what's going on? Nice trade. Back to setting up my computer. I'll be back. What's up, hooked up? Nice. Sabak. End of day. Send the merch and I'll promote too. Yeah, exactly. Putting me on the big stream. Arizona trades. Nice. Thought about getting Warbucks account to trade stock. Tech review. I tried Warbucks with the cryptos things. When it first came out, I think I got an account for like $20. And I gave it a shot just to try. And then I was just like trying to learn the new platform. And I go, what am I doing? I'm like, I mean, nothing against Warbucks, nothing against that or anything like that. It was just, for me, it was just like, I'm fine just doing this. I'm not looking for anything new. But it's cool. It's a cool idea. Put me on the big screen. I gotta get a better camera angle if I'm going on the big screen. Hopefully it's like a 1K TV. You can also have 5 Tradeaway accounts. Great perk. Yeah. So here's the thing: is like if I could have 5 take profit trader accounts. 5 of the My Funded Futures Rapids, 3 trade days, 5 Tradeify selects, all daily payout accounts. Then take a group of 5 Lucid accounts because they don't really have daily payouts yet. I imagine that's coming. And then 20 Apex accounts, but take the Lucid and the Apex accounts and copy trade them together. And then just copy trade the daily payout accounts together. Small. If you got them all over the buffer, you could just print until you ended up getting print to live if you were super consistent about it. But the funny thing is like once I'm over the buffer and I'm not trying to chase and trade so aggressively, like even with like these accounts, like eval, playing the whole eval game, then I trade much better. If I just have my accounts, my funded accounts, I'm able to slow down and just be able to trade like 1 to 3 trades a day, and that helps me. It's just like a psychological thing. If I get in that eval, the combine grind where I'm like trying to pass accounts, it is a little difficult to just pump the brakes once you get funded, for me personally. That's why the biggest payout I ever got was with straight to funded accounts at one point. I got to pay it back now, apparently, or at least they're trying to make me pay it back. But I haven't given them a dime yet. That fast track trading bullshit. But yeah, I bought those accounts and I just traded micros, and I was just very, very content on not blowing those accounts and then just copy trading all together, and then I end up getting a very nice payout from it. Something around I ended up getting that $18,000, and at the time that was the largest payout I had. Awesome trading slippers. I'm still behind in the chat. See. Yes, thank you Arizona Trades for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Pineham 27. I still need a list or I forget. Glenn. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now let me ask you this, Glenn. Do you print the list on your phone or do you write it on a notepad? Like a sticky when you go to the store? You put it on a Post-it? Or, because, yo, in the house, D. Mitch, because I have to write it on a piece of paper. I hate having lists on my phone. Ooh, getting up there, 650, 47 here, testing that 650s, feeling these zero prints. So close from getting profit taken here at 52. Do we get it? Just spike up there and take that out real quick. All right, we're 20 points in the money. Stops going at break even. I'm a frog that weathers legit. Well, yeah, there was some sort of tree frog hatch next to my house the other night, and I'm coming home, and it's dark, it's raining. It was Friday night. There was some tree frog, rare. I don't even know if they're rare or endangered or what, but all of a sudden there's all these cones, like, you know, traffic cones in the road, and there's thousands of these frogs all over the road, and you could tell there was, you know, people just ran over them and everything else. And then there was like six people out there in the middle of the night with headlamps on trying to scoop up all these frogs. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Bang, took profit right there. Nice trade there. Went long at 638, added at 624, took profit at 635, and then took profit again at 652. Try to fill some of these zero prints, and that was basically all I was really looking at, besides the inside bar that got broken to the upside when I hopped in that long. So we broke that inside bar to the long side. We consolidated, and then I just looked to see if we had zero prints above or below, and I saw a pile of them sitting above, plus we have the open gap, so I just went long. That was it. Stop went below at 590. So currently up 690 on this eval. So grinding higher. Gotta get this account to 59,000. So 159,000 to get it past. 50 and rainy in New Jersey. Yeah. 653. Let's go. Cajun in the house. Kind of fried commercial about to crash out. Yeah. What up, Pine? Michael Giannis. Oh, you're in an airplane? Let's go. What's going on? Nice. I like that. I think the new platform is TradingView. Oh, you're in Cape Cod? You got the same weather? Yeah, it's supposed to clear out tomorrow. Could be this next big affiliate. I know. Yes, yeah. If you get BAM trades. Yeah, if you get to the live, it's daily payouts. Most of the props with the live are like that. But yeah, you're right. I'd like to see them come up with a plan, just like, you know what I'm saying, for the sim funded too. That would be great. But yeah, Lucid Max is their live program. No PDT roll. Get free account with Charles Schwab. Trade penny stocks for free on Thinkorswim. Oh, wow. Where am I at in the chat here? It's my problem. How do I reach the buffer? For intraday trailing, is that what you're asking? Because I just trail. I scalp. So I look for little scalps. You know, 5, 10, 15 points. Same setups as I usually take. But then I scalp. That's the main thing. And then trail the stop if it really starts to run on a momentum. So that's how I get over intraday trailing. I don't, like, if I got in long here, I wouldn't have let it gone even that far before trailing my stop to at least break even. Because on a $2,000 account, if I let it go up to, like, say $500 where it was, and then it came all the way back down to my my stop loss, which was I was probably risking like $500, then I would have lost over $1,000 in drawdown. So I generally just try to trail the stop, and then I trade on momentum and just look for little scalps, 10, 15, 20 points, and try to do that over and over and over again. Now, sometimes I'll use 1, 2, 3 minis, you know. It's aggressive, but then once I get over the buffers, the trailing drawdowns, then I tend to slow down a bit. I really, now, right or wrong, this is how I kind of treat trailing drawdown accounts when, especially daily payout accounts, not Apex, but the daily payout accounts with Take Profit Trader, even on a pro account, is that I treat it like another evaluation, because that's essentially the way I look at it. And I'm not risking any more on the funded account than I was risking with the evaluation, because I paid, say I paid $100 for the 50K Take Profit Trader account. Well, I still paid $50 for the funded account as well, you know? So, I mean, $800, because there's no activation fee when you use code PINE. But yeah, so essentially I just look at it like another eval. So I just tried to trade it pretty aggressively, and then I get over the buffer as quickly as possible. And then that way, then I start working on getting the daily payout. And then the daily payout, I don't really care what I get. If I can make $200, $300, $400, that's perfectly fine. There's days, I mean, there's days at the beginning of the year where I was making, you know, $8,000 a day getting the daily payouts, but that came with a cost of losing a lot of accounts trading that aggressive. But yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. I think the key right there is to remember that the amount of money you're risking on that funded account is the amount that you're risking that you paid for the account. It's not actually what you see on the screen. I know psychologically that can be tough, but it will help you, like, knowing like, well, you're not really up $600, right, on the trade, even on a funded account, until you're over the buffer. When you're over the buffer, now the money that you're seeing on the screen, so say you have a Take Profit Trader 50K and it's at $52,000, so now you're over the buffer. Now anything that you make over $52,000 can go in your pocket. That's where it gets you know, where the little bit of anxiety can come in sometimes, because now, you know, if I'm up $500-600 on that trade, so say you're up 52,600, so 2,600, you know that you can withdraw $600 out of that account. That's where, you know, more of the skill comes involved, I guess. The more of a, yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that, but it becomes more real, because that's real money that can be taken out of the sim account and then put into your actual bank account, you know. But besides that, anything up until that point, it's an eval to me. We call it a funded account, but it's an eval until you get over the buffer. That just helps me psychologically. All right, we're getting a push back up here, 26,665. Still pushing up higher. It's going into this gap. It just got into the gap. Let's take a look at the low of this candle here. Low 836.50. Here we go, right here. That's the low, and so we got a half gap right around the 750 area. That's the half gap. Be interesting if it pushes up to this area before it wants to pull back, or if it decides it wants to fill the full gap. But yeah, this is basically the half gap right at the 750s. But into the gap now, the open gap. Wow. Oh man, Echo Trader. Hey, Chart Dad, what's going on? Oh, thank you, JR. Yeah, that was a pretty good trade. Same here. I skipped the eval stage. Got no patience for them. Just go straight to funding. Yeah. Javier, yep. Yeah, a lot of times you can just go straight to funded. Sports Dawn in the house. What's going on? Zabak with TradeSync or another program. Sorry, Zabak, I missed what you were saying there. Nice trade. Oh, thank you, Sports Don. On a Sunday night, get started. Yeah, I like the volatility. I mean, I think we could push up into the half gap maybe, but we'll see. No outside bars yet. Let me go back to 2. Oh, there was one. There you go. There's a nice little outside bar break into the gap. I wasn't paying attention. Actually, yeah, I just made a video on that. If you guys want to check that out, I mean, you don't need to watch the video. I'll explain it. But yeah, it's just taking the break of these outside 2-minute bars. I just love this trade. It's been working so well lately. Who does trade to fund it and just trades 2 micros max? Let me know if am I the only one. Oh, Redding. Yeah, I mean, not keeping a 2 micros max for me. Yeah, very tough. Explain the zero prints. It's on the histogram. Let me see if I can see any here. So these white letter numbers here on the right side on the histogram, these are orders that already got filled. So these are orders that were filled, and then it leaves a blank. See that blank right there at 537.25 on the right side of the screen? That's a what I call zero print. And I don't look for ones, but if I see a group of them, let's just say you scrolled up here and it was like 564.50 and that was blank, and then all the way down to like 563.50, so like maybe like this whole point here, and then you had orders on both sides. It leaves this gap, right? This price gap, and the market loves to push up and fill those areas. And so one day on the during the Globex Open, I just noticed that I threw the histogram on. I think it was during a tournament, actually. I was trading a tournament account, and the histogram and everything was on there, and the level 2 was all on the DOM. And I never had it on. And then all of a sudden I noticed that it would leave all these price gaps. And then the market would just, it'd be wicking around and doing its thing, but it would come back and it would visit those areas. So I was like, well, that's pretty interesting. And then I'm like, how the heck do I get this even on the chart? Well, it's right here. It's on the settings, show histogram. I threw that on the DOM one night, and I started trading it myself on my funded accounts and everything else. And I was just basically just scalping into those levels, looking for a momentum or an inside bar or something, but then scalping into those levels. And at one point during the Globex Open, I went on a wicked run with them and ended up getting a bunch of lucid payouts doing it. Basically just going in with 1-2 minis, but looking for not many points, like 7, 8, 9 points, but just scalping into those with heavier size during the market open. And then I'd make like $400 or $500, $600, and then I would just close it for the night. So I was doing that over and over and over again, and I ended up getting a bunch of lucid payouts doing it. I still do it, but it was super aggressive, and then I think I had a really bad night trying to do it and ended up blowing a bunch of accounts. So all right, this is a little scary here. We got an outside bar here. We did get a push up. It is trying to break to the downside off this outside, so this is interesting. I don't know if I truly trust it. If it pushed back up to this 50 level, we'll see here. Let's watch it. So one of the things that I like, or what I've been trying to do when I get into a trade, is have a place where I think it might try to test or go to, even though I don't. It's just a guess. I don't really know for sure. But I like, with the long earlier, I was like, well, maybe it'll go into those zero prints. If I shorted here, it's like, maybe it'll go down to this gap. you know, or maybe it'll go down to this 51 and test this gap. Something like that. $2K is 400 ticks on NQ now. If you get 2 accounts, that's 200 ticks. That's not a wiggle room for intraday. The way I see it, at least. Yeah, Brian. Definitely not a lot of wiggle room. No, intraday, it essentially will give you less wiggle room, right? The drawdown is not as much as you would get with an end of day. On paper, it looks like it, but not really. Do I take the $200 daily payouts, or do you prefer to build it? No, I take them. Bonneville, all last week, I took about $5,000 in payouts, daily payouts, and it was all just from basically trying to take the minimum payouts on each account. So on Rapid, it was $500 minimum. On take profit on trade day, it was $250 minimum. So as soon as I got those on the day, and on trade day, it was times 3. So 250 times 3. I would just take them. So I get that and I take it. If I got $500 on my funded futures, I stopped and took it. That right there helped me, because I never know when to stop. With no consistency accounts, I want to try to make more and more and more and more. It's that greed, right? Try to make more and more and more. Damn buffer killing it, folks out here. It does. Yeah, I mean, essentially, it's like another eval, right? Yeah, day trade, Tom. Yeah, I agree. Wow, guys, you guys are on fire tonight. Let's go. Thank you so much for being here and chatting. Smash that like button. Trader J, I have 2 of them. Pass the buffer and make 300 in each. Good. I call it good because I know. Yeah, that'll turn $900 a day possibly. I think that's great. Yeah. I agree. Little base hits, using the prop game to, you know, multiply your gains. You know, it's great. You don't need to trade massively. You know, if I have like if I have like one 150K take profit trader account and I'm getting daily payouts on it, I try to build it up, or I trade it so aggressively. Like, you know, I try to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on that account and get a daily payout that way. When really, if I have 5, say 25K take profit trader accounts, got them all over the buffer, and then if I just trading like 2 or 3 micros, and then you end up making say $100 each account times 5 is $500 a day. That's a beautiful day. Even after the commissions, that's still a nice day. And you didn't put the account at risk by trading minis or anything like that, because you can make 100, and it's possible to make $100 a day trading 2 micros, 3 micros. You know, even 1 micro sometimes. 1 micro of gold, you can make $100 pretty quick. I think I made $600 once. I think it was around $600 with 1 micro on gold one day. Just gold was going nuts. But it, you know, when you have game trade payout, do you stop the benchmark? Yeah, I do. Yeah, this is why I'm not a live trader. I'm not trying to earn and burn, but I do mentally, like, my brain stops once I get to a payout. So when I know I'm at a payout level on an account, my brain stops. I'm like, oh, I just locked in a payout. I guess that's the, because I trade best on consistency accounts. So it's the 20% consistency accounts, like everyone's like, well, I don't like direct to funded because it's 20% consistency. I've had my best trading, my highest payouts this year with 20 and 30% consistency accounts. because I know I'm good at taking like making $200-300 a day. I'm pretty good at it. Like today, I'm up 690. Now, if I wasn't streaming and this was a funded account, I'd be done. But an eval, I'm gonna keep pushing it and see if I can get this thing passed. But on a funded account, on a 20, especially 20-30%, I personally, I'm done. Like that's actually more. I would have done that first scalp that I did right off the open. Isn't that funny? I literally bought by the way, I bought the low. In case anyone's wondering. In case anyone wants to put that on their Instagram. It's right there. Now I took profit 10 points higher, but I still caught the low. Shit luck, but I did it. But yeah, anyways, I'm doing a lot of ranting. I did have 2 beers for lunch, but that was way. That was many hours ago. But yeah, just taking those little base hits, you know, especially with the consistency accounts. I'm still behind in the chat. Let me get caught up again. Coach Fred, what's up? Dan Emmons in the house. If I'm copy trading 4 accounts, do you know how to place the stop loss via ATM on Trade of 8? It won't let me. Yeah, I mean you manually have to do it. You can't do yeah, if you can't do ATM strategies with Trade of 8, unfortunately. That is the worst part about trading Trade of 8, Luis. I mean, I've been wanting that since 2021, since I started trading props and copy trading. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. Now when I do copy trade, I use Trade Syncer, but that costs money. So yeah, Dan answered that. Thank you. Oh, you guys all answer that. See, I'm just gonna flow through here. How many micros do I trade on a 25K account? You like 3 micros on a 25K? Yeah, when I'm in a funded account on a 25K, if the market's slower, like slow markets like this, I will trade a mini. Like if I'm even on a funded account, I will trade a mini when the market's real slow. But during New York Open, 2-3 micros is plenty. It gives you a little bit of room, right? You know, because I'm not. I have a tough time getting those sniper entries. Ryan Wiggins in the house. 2-minute outside bar working tonight. It did. This first one did. This one is still working. I don't know what it's doing, but you could argue the fact on this one. Is this one finished? This big outside bar? And the funny thing is we bounced right here, Ryan Wiggins, off a 2-minute outside bar. Right here, or a 5-minute outside bar, actually. That's literally where we bounce. 5-minute outside bar, fair value gap. Higher time frame, you know, when you have a 5-minute outside bar, very powerful, usually, because it's like it's an engulfing, it trapped, so it's an engulfing 5-minute candle. Are zero prints reliable on TradingView, Dom? I don't know, Redding. Yeah, I've never traded on TradingView. Kelly Kaufman, Coach Fred. TPT 50K account is at $100 all in. I think it's cheaper than that. But yeah, it's right around there. And there's no activation fee. I don't know why I have the toughest time signing in to take Profit Trader. Never signs in the first time. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's right around there. Yeah, it's that there's no activation fee. So what if you punch in code PINE all caps on Take Profit Trader? That's the max discount that you get on those accounts, and that's it. Da, 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 da. I just passed an eval for a $100 renewal. Now it's saying I have a TP pay 130. Can that really be true? Because that would be 234. Yeah, no. You want to look for the credit binge trades. If you use someone's code, so if you use someone's code, there's going to be a credit. Ryan Wiggins at Outside Bar is working again here, and I didn't even trust it, but it's already working. You took some heat, but the stop would have been right at the high, 675, and it's literally coming back. So this one took off, this one took off. Now, like I said, I haven't back tested like one-to-ones. I haven't really been looking for one-to-ones. I'm looking for the breaks. A lot of times you'll get you get some momentum on it. This one you didn't get any momentum, so that's a little scary. You would have took but right about 10 points of heat. Should have been down $200 on a mini, but then like on this one, it never even looked back. This one never looked back. So that's what I like about them, is that oftentimes you get a momentum trade off it. Amar in the house. What's going on? Lento make 900 a day. Anything's possible. Yeah, that's right. $900,000 a day. Anything's possible. I hate consistency and funded. Yeah, see, that. Yeah, you and I are different that way. I don't mind consistency. I really don't, and that's just not. I just do better that way. Hey, what's up, Bella? Good to see you. Yeah, Lucid no monthly pay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I didn't want to Take Profit Trader. There is a monthly rebill. So yeah, you pay, but you don't pay once you get funded. So binge trades, yeah, don't pay it. Don't pay it. Reach out to support if you don't see the credit, but oftentimes there might be a delay. So. Gold 2-minute outside bar printings, RSI scalper. Interesting. This is a nice. Looks like we're gonna nice little engulfing candle here on a 2-minute. Not quite an outside bar, but let's see how much you could have got off that. Not much. I consider this kind of a fail. We are reaching for that 50% possibly. Half gap right around that 750 if we can get up there. Do I depend on Delta footprint? No, I don't look at footprints. So I know what you're saying with the zero prints and stuff, Amar, but yeah, I actually don't look at footprints. Nope. I just scalp into them off those zero prints. But yeah, that's where the term came from. Oh yeah, talking about that catching the bottom. I know. Yeah, so if I was a Furu, I would definitely, if I caught the bottom, I'd just get rid of this. I'd screen clip this, and then I would go to ChatGPT and I'd erase this entry here, and then I'd put a yellow candle as the sold candle, like way up in here. That's what the Furus do for sure. Or nah, I'm not gonna get into it. I was gonna say go. Well, frig it. I was gonna go, or just go on Trading View, right? And then just put you put the red box, red and green box. So you put so you have the red and green box. It would be red here, and this would all be green up in here, showing that like you took an entry, but there's no account numbers, there's no entries, there's no nothing. That's the real Furu way lately. That's all I see on X. It's crazy. To each his own. They can run their business how they want. I trade thousands of contracts a day. I often catch the low as well. Exactly. Coach Fred. You trade enough, you'll catch the low, the tops and bottoms a lot. Silver in the house. What's going on? So I'm up 690 on this account. Trying to get this take profit trader past a big dog, a 150K. Problem is, a lot of times I get these accounts past these big 150Ks, and that trying to trade them, and then you gotta get back over 4,500, which is a trick once you're funded. Blackout news trading like shit lately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. What's up, Silver? What do I think about Trade C, Kenny? I've never traded with it. Trade C, I've never used it. This is why I haven't been trading Buellanox lately either, because I am only trading on Trade of 8. It has my indicators that I like, even though I can trade without them, but it just makes it so much easier for stream. So when I'm streaming, I'm looking over at the chat. You see me moving my head, and then I'm looking back at the chart. So I'm trying to like read the chat, and then with having these indicators and having these inside and outside bars illuminate for me or get painted, it makes it super easy for me to look back and forth and not actually have to pay attention to the chart. Really kind of crazy candle right here on a 5-minute chart. This is a nasty one. We've got an outside bar followed by another outside bar here. I'm probably going to take this short. Wide stop though. If we break that 650 again. If this candle closes here in the next 5 minutes. Or next minute, I should say. Get caught up in the chat here. I'm about to hop in a trade maybe. This is a crazy candle here. Very rarely do you see an outside bar followed by an outside bar on a 5-minute chart. To me, that just means I'm going to try to... It just trapped a bunch of longs. So we could revisit that 600s maybe. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just thinking out loud. Whatever the case is, I'm going to take the break. How many minis do I trade for evals? If you want the honest answer, I mean, I've been trading this account fairly conservatively, just with 1 or 2 minis, 3 minis. But the other night I was in 5 or 6. Oh no, I was in like 9, looking for that high to be broke. Ended up making a couple $1,000 on this eval, but I trade my evals aggressively. I do. So I've been known to, you know, go max contracts before, but I try not to. These are expensive evals. So what I mean expensive evals, they're like $100 or more. So these ones are expensive. If I have a Buellanox or something that's cheap for like $25, I'm going to try to pass it pretty quickly. But I don't really do so what I don't do now very often is try to do the whole pass or smash on news or anything like that anymore, because it's just not worth it. I'll just like look for a setup like this, and then I'll try to like hop in with setup like this, but with more volatility. So like during New York, and then I'll hop in with 3, 4, or 5 micro minis sometimes. But if you're a newer trader, you should just trade your evals like you would a real account. But for me as a full-time trader, and that's someone that can get payouts consistently, especially on a daily basis, I'm not gonna mess around with the eval too much. That's why I buy straight to funded accounts. And I can't wait for Apex to get straight to funded accounts, and they are coming. So Apex is getting straight to funded accounts. Tradeify has straight to funded. Lucid has straight to funded. My Fund Futures doesn't yet. I wouldn't be a bit surprised that they don't come eventually. But I know Apex, those are coming eventually. Hopefully. But if you're someone that's not getting payouts, getting to the funded stage as fast as you can is probably not going to help you. I'll just be real. Explain how do you take long or short on an outside bar, Andy? Yeah, all I do is, all right. So for instance, this low of this candle right here is 49.25. So I'll do this. You know, I'll look for the break down here. Couple ticks below, and I'll place a sell right here, and I'll look for the break. Now this candle is massive, so trying to mini is a little bit, well, the nice thing is this is an end of day account and I'm up 690, so I'm risking the today's profit if I get stopped out fully. So in my position right now, it's not too bad because the stop would go up above here like that. That would be the stop, and then I'd look for the breakdown. And if we pushed up, if we didn't take out the low, we went to push up through the high, this would just be flipped around. So I would just do this like that. Like that, and the stop would go like that, and then I would look for whatever I thought. Like in this case, I might even, like if I was looking for a long entry off this, I'd be looking for half gap maybe, at least getting pushed up to that 750 area, a nice little swing, and then stop would go above or below. That was a funky candle though. What you want to see is momentum on these inside and outsides. So I'll take the trade here for the stream if we break, yeah, like something like that. That's generally what I look for. And sometimes it's a negative R&R. Like if it pushed down on momentum and it shot down towards that VWAP, I'm not gonna like measure like, oh, this is a 1R, this is a 2R. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna like trail my stop and take the money and run. So that. But right now it's the market kind of died out. Maybe during Tokyo we'll get a little more momentum. But that is a funky candle. That's a funky setup on a 5-minute. Maybe the traps to the downside too, you know. All right, so now I'm triggered short here. I'll place a stop above. I'm risking today's profits on this eval, which so be it. And then I'll just look for, I don't even know what I'm gonna look for. Maybe I could look down towards the VWAP, or maybe down this wick, this weird wick here, or just kind of do this. I don't know. This felt weird. So this could trap again. Are we at the club? I don't know. I can't hear my music. I know. I'm sorry. I usually can hear my own music that I'm playing, but so that way I know what's playing. A little bit too much. Sorry. Yeah, I know these are old playlists too. I don't even know. I gotta get a speaker so I can hear it. John Sharp in the house. Dip and rip. iTrades. Let's go. Bins. Yeah, no problem. Is there a rebuild after you pass Profit Trader? No, after you pass off the ground, no. There's no more rebuilds. Once you pass funded to get to the pro account on Take Profit Trader. That's it. That's why it's, you know, it's nice to take them a little bit slower. You should. Credit for TPT can take a minute to show up. Their site says it will be there at 8 a.m. the next day. Yeah, they are a little bit slower. There, it is a bug. They know, they're aware of it. The nice thing is that Take Profit Trader is like they're aware of the certain things that they need to address, and they have been improving. One of them was the payouts in general. It used to be you request a payout after the market closed, and after the dashboard updated, you requested a payout, and then by the next morning you would get your payout, and it was a little bit slower. Now it's like within an hour or two it's been, so that's a much better improvement. All right, brother Sabo, thanks. My Funny Futures is 5 days to pass? No. Oh, Rapid. No. Rapid is 2 days, Teachable. Rapid, that's why it's called Rapid, because Teachable, you can pass a My Funny Futures Rapid on 1 day, and then so you can pass it. No, sorry. You can pass it in 2 days, 50% consistency. On day 2, you can instantly activate it and then work on a date on that payout that day. So you can actually qualify for a payout that day. So that's pretty sweet. So essentially 2 days you can get to a payout. Which I actually have done. I did it on a 25K Rapid. D-Mitch, I've been watching your trades for a little bit. Can you explain inside-outside bar trades? Yeah, it's what I just did right there. An outside bar broke, inside bar broke, and then I just went short. So if this is an outside bar, I would do the same thing. You know, just short here, stop goes above. You know, if you took this inside bar right here, you go long as soon as it broke. So you see this yellow inside bar? You go long. If it broke, stop always goes below. For me, this is the way I trade it. Everyone trades it differently too. I got some other people that trade these, and they'll look for like a retest. Like they see a break and they'll look for a retest and down in here like 50%, and then they'll hop in, that kind of stuff, which is actually a really good strat. And then as far as profit goes, I kind of leave that up to you, because everyone does it differently, but I usually try to look for something like where we went long earlier. I look for those zero prints. Generally, my trading overall, even if I'm trading discretionary, ends up being right around 1-to-1, 60 to 70% win rate. Those are the accounts that I trade the best and get the most payouts on. That's right where I fall. Matter of fact, let's look at one right now while we're in the trade. These trade day accounts, I've been crushing it with the daily payouts. So let's just see what the stats look like. But I like I don't know if you guys watch Forex Ike on My Funny Futures TV. I like what he says about the way he takes profits and trades his accounts, where he's just like, you know, he just kind of goes with the flow, and it's like, you know, if he sees money, he takes money. He's not trying to be like, well, I'm a 3R trader, I'm a 2R trader. You know, I like his style. Now everyone's style is different, of course, but let's throw up this chart here. Let's see what we've been doing. But let's not accidentally trade these, because I just requested $279 times 3 from Friday. So let's see if it actually shows. So I am short. Don't know if I like it, but I am short. Let's just look at this month. Yeah, it's not showing anything. Can I do this? Huh, it doesn't look at past data. Sorry. Well, there's last week. Why can't I do this month? Yeah, so this month. Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, 66% win rate. That's right where I fall. And average winning trade 239, average losing trade 253. It's 1-to-1, 60 to 70%. That's right where I fall every single time. I just naturally do that if I'm trading well. If I can trade like this, 1-to-1, 60 to 70%, and don't stray outside that, then I'm just printing money. But yeah, that was a big L right there. $1,100 loss. Oof. Where was it? When did I do that? Right off the start. It looks like one of the first trades I took on the account. I think it was. Yeah, 4-7. I took like $1,100 loss. Right off the start. Almost lost the account. I took a $720 win. 2 minis. This is to get it over the buffer, right? And then in the very next trade, lost $1,100. And then 380, 415, 345. I actually didn't get this over the buffer until day 2. I don't think. Yeah, it was day 2. I started on 4-7, and then day 2 I got it over the buffer. I don't know. Maybe you find that helpful, some of you. All right, market shopping around here. 7:30. Got Tokyo open here in 30 minutes. Oh, nice, Urple. Appreciate ya. What's the best time frame for outside candles? I like 5 and 2s right now. 2 minute and 5 minute. That's my favorite. I don't know if anyone else trades anything different if they do look at those, but yeah, the 5 minute and 2 minute are my favorite. 2 minutes been my favorite for scalping. So just like looking at the 2 minute, just getting little scalps off it. They're in New York. It's been great. I'm over this blackout. Which one do you use for Lucid? I direct to funded. Niles, but if it's not direct to funded, I like I guess I most people like the flex. Most people like the flex. I used to buy the pros because I could pass them in one day. But then I just found that I'd blow the pros too quickly trying to pass them in one day, and I was like, I'm just better off buying the direct to fundeds. You think Apex will let you do 20 straight to fundeds? That would be badass. I don't know. That's the thing. I think they're trying to test it out. You know, they're testing out, but yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know, Brian. It could be. Yeah, I mean, it can't be anything that's not sustainable, like Fast Track did. Even though I think they could have been sustainable if they didn't, you know, mishandle the monies. Trading inside Friday's ORB. Interesting. That is interesting. I see the reason why I don't really like the short, even though overall the market opened bearish, is that I would like to see a test up that 750s, at least half gap. Even if it leaves, you know, most of the gap, but testing at 750 is probably pretty high probability. But you never know. I'm long at 75. Wish me luck. Hey, one of us is gonna win Fine Peak. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, you're long at 75. You're long up here. Yeah, I mean, Tokyo Open could, I mean, you're down 15 points. You know, not financial advice, but, you know, you never know. You know, in 30 minutes, if we get a death candle, then you know, you trade your own account, but, you know, eventually you gotta say, all right, enough's enough, even though it might just pop right back up there during Tokyo Open. We don't know. That's the nice thing, you know. You have a stop, you accept your loss. If I lose on this trade, then I'll be down. It'll be break even on today. So that's a good position to be in on tonight. And then I'll just look for another trade. Tomorrow morning, market starts moving. $600 becomes nothing. Is there a monthly fee for My Funded Futures? Is there a monthly fee for My Funded Futures? God, there's been a bunch of them that keep getting rid of them. Nick Trader. Does anyone know? I think so. I think they still have monthly fee. Yeah, 3 days, but you can work, Niles, you can work on that payout though. So like say you bought a Rapid account today, right? You traded day one, you got it 50%. So let's say you got the $1,500. The next day, you get it to $1,500 on the Rapid. You can activate it, and then you can work on the funded account. So you work on the Rapid, you get it over the buffer. And let's just say you got it up to 2,500 that day, then the next day after market close, you can request the payout. So yeah, that's pretty good. But I know what you're saying though. You can't request that day. You have to wait till the next following day, I believe. So yeah, you're right, 3 days before you actually get the base hits. Yeah, how much am I risking on a 1-1? It just depends. SVJ. It depends on the. So like on this, I'm not looking specifically for a 1-1. You know, I'm not saying, well, I gotta go for 1-1 minimum. It's just that's just kind of where I fall, because once I start, if I'm on a mini and I start making $200-300 on a funded account, then I'm just like, all right, I'll just mark it out. Sometimes I'm just like exit. Oops, I just hit that by mistake. My bad. exit, and I just hit the exit button. Still short. Whoops. Fat fingered it. But yeah, Ike's bank manager doesn't care about his R&R. No, exactly. Yeah, I like that style. God, I am so far behind the chat tonight. I don't know what is going on. Start playing the guitar, Apple says. No. I have not picked up that thing in 3 months, 4 months. It's probably completely out of tune. Although my brother picked it up the other day, my guitar, and it's like, wow, he goes, this thing's still in tune, but I could play probably like one chord and hurt my fingers. I'm that rusty right now. It's bad. Made 750 on your Lucid eval, nice. Inside bar, outside bar is just candle range theory with 5-minute candles. Yeah, I guess so. Mighty Mouse, you decided to stop trading TPTs because I just in the cursed state with them. Yeah. 20 straight to funded accounts, easier way to pull 10 grand in one trade. Yeah, that's true. Dan, yeah, you're not wrong there. It can get expensive, especially you buy straight to funded accounts. I think that's why I usually slow down a little bit on those too. If I buy straight to funded accounts, it's just, I just like, oh, it's a lot of money. You know, you're throwing up $400 for a straight to funded account, and it's like, yeah, I just will slow down a bit. I do trade the 20% consistency accounts well, because if, especially the smaller ones like 50Ks, because I just go, well, if I just make $300-400, then I'm good. I don't try to make like, you know, 1,500, 2,000 like I do with the no consistency accounts. I just, I don't know. It's just a mental thing. I need to get better at it. Welcome home, solo trader. Welcome home. But Mighty Mouse, yeah, I agree with you. TPTs are tough. And right now, I haven't been going ham on TPTs. Like usually, I'm like, well, I need my 5 TPTs, but since I have 3 trade days that are over the buffer, I'm just kind of chilling. Last Friday, I just took, well, I just requested $600 from Friday. $600, that's after the commission. So to me, like, that's, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I want to make $6 grand a day. I mean, who doesn't? But that's why we trade. We want to make as much money as we can, but I'm perfectly fine making a couple hundred, 500, 600. As long as I don't have to go back to the postal service, I'm good. I'll go back door dashing or anything like that. I'm perfectly fine. Seems like one day to pass may not be as appealing. Evals. Yeah, Clyde. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I know they're working on it. I'm short, not financial advice. That's right. I should go fill my tank tomorrow, save some money, buy an account. I actually just filled my tank. Even in the little Corolla, it cost me $40. Sickening. My little Corolla. Yeah, gap up on oil. So we are chopping sideways. I imagine I'm going to chop here for the next 20 minutes. Still up on this account. 477. Unrealized. He's short, but whoever's long should go short. Not financial advice. That's right. Yeah, my funded futures is monthly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, my funded futures actually, you get rebuild usually on the promo price with my funded futures. That's a nice thing. I actually have some that are from, now not every promo is like this, so I don't really know, and they might be changing that. But I actually had some that I got rebuild not too long ago for like $60, and they were the old accounts, which was pretty sweet. I got rebuild, but yeah, you're right. A lot of them are not recurring, so you definitely want to check that. Apex just went. They don't do the rebuilds either anymore, I believe. What strategy am I using to trade? I trade inside and outside bars, bear flags, bull flags on 2-minute and 5-minute NQ usually. Just bar to bar price action, I guess. You will catch up in the chat. I'm catching up already, Turg. See, I'm getting down there. I try to read it. If you guys ask questions, I try to answer them all, you know. I try to get through them. Master Kega in the house. Yeah, you never know when we're going to get some sort of tweet. And the market will go nuts. 20 minutes until Tokyo. Let's go. Guys, public announcement. The only edge that matters. Being able to walk away while negative. That is... not wrong. I think walking away while you're red, keeping a daily loss limit on a funded account is definitely a key. And I also, you know, I'm a big believer in walking away when you're green too. So if you're especially on a consistency account, taking those $300-$400 days, stacking them up, next thing you know, you do that in a week and you're out of payout. You do that for a week, and you know, keeping it, if you're say you're averaging like $300-$400 a day. Now, if you can keep a daily loss limit right around $600 or $700, and you know you're pretty consistent at making $300-$400 a day, yeah, you might lose 2 days worth of progress, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have a nice equity curve. It's gonna keep going up and to the right. So something I need to work on myself, being more consistent. I gotta sit up straight too. I'm slouching. My back's gonna feel that. I think because my mic was falling over here. All right, still short here. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking down towards this VWAP. If we can get that move. Stops at the high. Tokyo in pretty soon. TPT, you have to do $100 a day for 15 days to pass trailing drawdown safety 25K. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, Sabak, but that is a good way to look at it, right? $100 a day, 15 days, you're over the trailing drawdown. So you just take that little 5 points. Well, maybe you look for 10 points with 5 micros or 1 mini. A little risky on a 25K because if it goes against you quick during New York, you're gonna cook the account, like I did my Rapid account the other day, just before stream, I might add. And I had no accounts to trade on my Funded Futures TV, and it was literally like 5 minutes before the stream. I'm in the backstage on my Funded Futures TV where the you know, the back production is, the production team, and I'm trading, you know, and I'm watching Terry and Tom, and I'm like, I saw an outside bar, something like this, and I was just like, ooh, this is a nice one, and I went to take the break, and I got in with 2 minis, and it just immediately reversed on me, came down and wiped out my account. I was like, oh no. It was like less than 5 minutes before I was supposed to go on air, and I was like, shh. I was like, damn it. It's like, what am I gonna do? Oh well. Do I recommend my Funded Futures? Yeah, I do. I work for them, man. Of course I do. But no, I get payouts with them. This is why. I'll show you. This is, I mean, yeah, I stream for my Funded Futures TV every morning. So yeah, I recommend them. But no, I mean they have the fastest payouts in the game, right? So here's the payouts I just got with them last week. 632, 466, 568, 534, 637. Then I got 1310 just the week before that. But this was all last week, you know, just getting those little daily payouts. And they pay instantly. You can see right here, they pay instantly. Sub-seconds. So yeah, my Funded Futures, love it. Just one of the prop firms that I recommend. This is a nice candle here. What is going on? This is what we want to see. So this trade is based off this 5-minute outside bar right here. It put in an outside bar, it trapped, and then put in another outside bar, which tells me that a lot of people got trapped. So this is what I'm looking for. I was looking down past towards this VWAP. Just came and missed me. Oh my, 2 points? Are you serious? Missed me by 2 points here. Debating on moving my stop. Up 200 bucks on this trade. Up 772 overall tonight. I don't know. Maybe we push down and test this VWAP. That'd be nice. I'm just going to leave it. Hey, Stevie J in the house. I told you go short, not financial advice. That's right. My middle name is Slouch. Don't sweat it. Walking away green on TPT is the hardest thing to do. I agree, Sacred Stonks. What's up, Matrix? What's going on, man? The lockout button is the hardest one for me to press when my count is green, and even harder when red. Yeah. I couldn't, yeah. See, we all deal with the same stuff. But having the lockout button is nice. And I can't wait to use it with Take Profit Trader. 200 bucks a day, 6,000 a month, 72,000 a year. That's more than most people make in a year just clicking the buttons. Yeah, I know. Right? I know, Brian. What I made last week is what I get. That was my, geez, that was a month and a half. Take home pay at the post office. At least a month and a half. Finally getting caught up. What's up, Ethan? Gold's moving. Oh yeah, gold's moving as well. Someone was trading the outside bars on a 2-minute gold chart. I'm gonna take a look at that here in a second. Curious. Wish TradeVate had a hard DLL lockout for props. Yeah, these are some of the things that we requested, but I like the new thumbnail. Thank you, Corey. I think I used Gemini to do it or something. Appreciate that. It's not my hand though. I don't know whose hand that is, but it's an AI hand. Darn, just got back to the screens. Went L2, GC, 4780. Got stopped out, blew past my flex fund. Oof. Yeah, it was quite the spike there. Quite the drop, I mean. The outside bars with the fair value gap indicator has been working so well. 7.5 points, 88% win rate, 43 trades now. CVJ. Awesome, man. On a 2-minute chart. Love it. I don't know why is this. Oh no, it actually is showing the fair value gap. Apex won't let you do manual lockout. No, you can't with my funded futures either. Yeah, unfortunately, it's only a certain props have adopted it. My funded futures you can't, and yeah, Apex you can't. 661 coming, maybe. It could. Could. We did get that spike down. It was quick. Almost too quick, right? Little stop run. Yeah, it's definitely right back to that 2-minute range. Bottom of BPR. Caught up in the chat now. That's sweet. How you guys doing tonight anyways? I'm currently up 562. Looking for a little more. That might have been all we could get out of that. Might close this trade out before the Tokyo Open. Snatch another $100 maybe. We'll see. Volatility's picking up here. Tokyo might have some fireworks. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. I haven't asked too much tonight. We've had some good conversations. I appreciate everyone hanging out, chatting. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out here on a Sunday night. Globex Open. We'll hang out for a little bit longer. Looks like we got about 268 people watching. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I missed my TP by 2 points. It was just I just had it just because, and I should have been paying a little more attention. We were talking about my funded futures, showing my payouts. Sorry, but yeah. Ooh, up 744 on my funded futures. Rapid 25K. Like that, JLD. Keep it up. I like that. But yeah, just missed me by 2 points. Maybe we push down and test the VWAP. I don't know. Little bear flag here. 6 minutes for Tokyo Open. If we get stopped, I'll be at pretty much break even for the night, which isn't so bad on an end of day account. This take profits end of day until you get to the pro stage, but that's the nice thing. You can kind of trade like this and not worry about it. If you have intraday trailing, you don't really want to trade like this. Like JLD 54. You know, is trading that rapid 25K with the intraday. You can't let it go down to, you know, $400 or $380 in profit, essentially $365, and then pop back up like that. You can't, or your account's gonna be gone. It'll be cooked. So I think people that, you know, that do trade where they're looking for a little more swings, things like that in the market, you want to probably look at end of day accounts more than intraday. But if you're a scalper like me and Fred, and taking those little scalps is perfectly fine. Intraday, don't be scared of it. Don't be scared. All right, hanging out here at 26,661. Right back to that fair value gap. My funded futures has straight to funded? No. I wish. Like the market, I'm chopping back and forth. Yeah. Chopping right now, looking for that Tokyo Open. So originally I went short off this 5-minute outside bar, if you guys are wondering about the trade, and might have gotten all I could get out of it. It came down here at 636 and then bounced. We'll see though. We'll see. At this point it feels like, you know, just flipping the coin. But I'm in a good spot on this account to see what happens. could blast right up into that gap. For all I know. See what Tokyo wants to do here. 3-minute countdown. Should get a little spike in volatility. Let's take a look at gold here. Yeah, gold with a nice drop. Oil hasn't even come close to wanting to fill the gap yet. You see oil push down and start to fill the gap, the Nasdaq's going to push up, fill the gap. Now, I made a really nice trade on oil a few nights ago looking for a gap fill. I also made a bad trade looking for a gap fill in oil, but I did have a nice one. Let's take a look at YM here. Yeah, YM. So the other thing is too, like tomorrow or maybe later tonight, if it starts to push up into the gap, or it could even be Tuesday, it loves to fill these gaps. So the game plan for this week upcoming is going to be looking for gaps. Hopefully I'm awake and trading at the times where I can look for gap fills, the open gaps, especially with the YM. I made an awesome YM trade on the last, I think it might have been Monday or Tuesday after the last Sunday open gap. So it seems like every Sunday now, because of all the news, the Trump talk, and the Middle East stuff, the oil stuff, you're getting these gaps, which as day traders, we like the volatility that it provides. Some of us do anyway. So it should be an exciting week. What do I get for 21k points? At least a new emoji? Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a way to actually do something with the points. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but... Oh, you still holding that 670? Ooh, you could almost got out there if you chose. But maybe, I mean, you're obviously looking for the gap fill, right? So... Do you have a stop? Oh, 2 minis long, fine peak. Do you have a stop, fine peak? Yeah, F it, yeah. That's alright. Yeah, I hear you. Diamond hands in here, yeah. We are having the diamond hands. Alright, here we go. Tokyo Open. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. Down to 644 now. All right, take profit right there. Smash 634. So not a bad trade. We never really took a lot of heat on it, and it was all based off this outside bar 5-minute. Just by watching and observing, is you see an outside bar. This is something I would have went long on right here, 679, but I got lucky and I didn't take it. And then it puts in an immediate outside bar. If I see something like this, where it trapped buyers going on that 5, and then, I'm going to take this every single time. And sometimes it's, you're going to risk a lot of points. We were risking 680 points on that. So would I have done it on a funded account? Maybe with micros, maybe like 5 micros or something, looking for some, like down to the VWAP. But... yeah, that was all that trade was based off from. So up 955 tonight, so up almost a bag. Bottom ticked it there. Caught the low here at 535.75. So I can print this on my Instagram reels tomorrow. Just kidding. It doesn't mean anything. I just want to pass this account. That's what it means. Payouts are the only thing that matters. Just trying to get these accounts passed without full porting them all the time. Because these to me, these are expensive accounts. When you pay up front, it can really, if I start buying 5 at a time, that's $500+ a pop, maybe probably close to $600, 700. You know. Did I miss the giveaway? No giveaway tonight. I don't have any accounts. I've given away probably 25 accounts in the last 2 weeks. At least 27 accounts. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, actually, I know I did. I gave away 10 Lucid accounts. I gave away 10 Apex accounts. And gave away some take profit traders. So yeah, quite a bit of accounts in the last this month. So yeah, no accounts right now. I don't have any, but I can request more Lucid accounts, hopefully. And then maybe I can get some My Funded Future accounts to give away. I did request that I get 5 accounts to give away in my contract. So I haven't really been too aggressive about it. Maybe I can get some My Funded Futures accounts to give away. I said I want 5 accounts to give away from my community when I sign my contract. So we'll see. Still holding fine peak. What's my mindset to take TBT to the buffer base hits? No. Javier, to be honest with you, no, I try to get over the, so I treat the buffer just like an eval. I guess so I think there'd be 2 schools of thought with that, Javier. So if you have a 25K take profit trader account, so like the 25K where you just got to make $1,500, right? You know, you can kind of take the base hits, right? It's a little bit easier to take the base hits. But yeah, when I have a 150K, I might take base hit trades, but I'm not taking base hit days. So yeah, I'll take base hit trades, but not base hit days. I'll push the day. You know. How about some pine sap? Yeah, let's go. Hey Rufio, thank you so much. Why do you call the fine tree the air freshener? I'm from the state of Maine. This is the Maine state flag, the original Maine state flag. So they call it the Pine Tree State. So I just came up with that, Pine Tree Trader. Maine is awesome, I think. Maine is awesome. In the summertime. Or spring, summer, fall. Unless you're in the snow. If you're in the snow and skiing and snowmobiling and all that, then Maine winters are great too, but don't forget the pine lines. That's right. Especially on the 5. So I have Stevie J's been trading them on the 2. I do like them on the 5 as well. Like trading these lines here. They've been working good. Dre, you're from Brunswick? I'm pretty close to you. You live in Brunswick right now, Dre? It was not nice weather today. Yeah, we have a lot of disc golf courses around. Oh, nice, Dre. Nice. I done a lot of door dashing in Brunswick. Tops in Brunswick. That was my DoorDash spot. Done a lot of door dashing in Brunswick, Topsom. One of my favorite places is Flight Deck on the base. Flight Deck Brewing, one of my favorite places in the summertime. go hang out. Yeah, I'm not far. You always thought I was from Boston? Well, similar accent. Boston people usually have a stronger New England accent. Maine kind of has their own lingo and accent. Are you going to Acadia? You're gonna love it. Sacred Stonks. You lived in Maine for 8 years, never been to Acadia? It's been a long time since I've been to Acadia. I used to go there up to Scudic Point. We're getting that drop down. We used to go to Scudic Point in the summertime. My grandfather used to get a cabin up at the old base up there. I don't know if it was a naval base or an Air Force base or something up by Acadia, Scudic Point. Beautiful up there. It's awesome. I need to make another trip up there, maybe this summer. It's probably been over 10 years since I've been up there. I used to work for Reed State Park. It's not the Acadia National Park. I used to work for Reed State Park. I'm sure Dre knows. Dre knows where Reed State Park is. It's through Brunswick. You gotta go through Brunswick or Topsom, Brunswick to get there. I worked for Reed State Park for summer. Back when I was, I think 18. I think I was 18. Many moons ago. Great job. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. Up 955 on this account. Pretty happy with tonight. Going to go relax the rest of the day, the rest of the night. Get ready for tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much for being here. Got some nice trades in. Make sure you're using code PINE if you're picking up any accounts. I appreciate the support. My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, Lucid, Apex. Apex still got that sale going on, 90% off. If you want some cheap evals. Appreciate the support. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. on My Funded Futures TV. Thank you so much for being here. Where's my music? Here's my music. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah. Pine tree tread in the building.
Thanks, guys.
We talking price action, we talking freedom. From the charts to the screen, we live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle, market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, tell the doubt disappeared, then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Patience is the virtue, waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick, I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the pine tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move, take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list, Apex Tradeify. The profits exist, hosted on the TV, Funded Futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Tradeify flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more.